We're up there. Hello. Oh, thank you for the support. Wow. As soon as Jenny gets wow. It's like your magic or something. I don't know. It's just
I mean, well, no, it's because you said to be nice. So everyone's just like, oh, Cell told us to like pull up, so we have to show up.
so true. So true. Well, welcome everyone to our second panel of the day, where we're going to be having inside looks with Kimchica, aka Jenny.
Oh snap!
Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap! And today we're going to be talking to Jenny about her experiences on social media as an influencer in game dev and how she got into the industry. So we're going to kick it off, if you don't mind, talking a little bit about yourself, Jenny. Kind of giving a little introduction, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm Jenny. I go by Kimchica online when I'm especially in my content creator role, but it's interesting because like content creation and game dev have like all blurred into this one big thing. I work in community and influencers and marketing. So for me, I think it's the fun part of game development. I'm like, coding is great, but I could go and just talk and hang out with like the community and the influencers who are just hyped about the games that we're making. And that's really fun. And so I really just get to do what I think is the most fun job ever, with a few small caveats. It's hard work, but it's pretty fun. And I also create content about indie games. So basically my goal is to help you find your next favorite indie game. I've been doing it for a few years now, and I actually just started a like video game book club. I don't know. It's a video game club, but like it's a book club where we all play a game together and just like enjoy it and talk about it together. And it's so much fun. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. I don't know if that answers the question.
That answers a lot and so much more. And I'm stealing that video game book club idea now. I think that's cool. That's kind of cool.
Very fun. Yeah, it's been great. We just finished, like, today is actually the last day of our first month, like the first game cycle. And we're doing a new game starting this coming week. So I'm really excited.
That sounds like fun. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Jenny does a lot of things. One of them also being working on a game called Spirit Swamp, which I'm kind of wearing the merch of right now. If y'all didn't see, look at that.
I was like, what the heck? It looks so good.
Wow. And Jenny is also one of my mentors as well when it comes to working in the game dev industry. So, better be nice. You guys better be nice. Like how I told you guys to be nice in the last one, you better be nice in this one too. Be nice. All right, so we're just gonna like hop right into it. With one of the questions being, how long have you been working in social media?
I think this year is my 5th year. It's like I'm in the middle of my 5th year right now, which is kind of wild. So it hasn't, like, for other industries, I feel like 5 years isn't very long, but for the game industry, that's a pretty decent amount of time. I feel like, yeah, 5 years. Wow. What the heck?
Yes, 5 years is. Listen, 5 years being online.
That's true. That's true. We all should get medals at this point.
I agree. Anyone that's working on social media, that means social media managers, influencers, people who are community managers in general, you need a reward and a nap and like a trophy. Yes. The trophy and the reward are separate. They're two separate entities.
All of the things. Yes.
Okay, but what got you into games in general? And on top of that, what got you into starting your own studio?
Well, for games, I've played games forever, like since I was a kid. My little brother and I would play games together. I didn't think it would ever be a career. My brother actually was the one who wanted to be in games, like when he grew up, and I was always like, I'm going to be a teacher, or an author. And so I didn't think about having it be a career at all. And when I was a teacher, I was starting to like record just random YouTube videos and figure out how to bring games into the classroom. And that side hobby of creating YouTube videos actually got me sort of seen by this one company who was like, hey, we're looking for a content creator. Would you like to just start out by creating content for us? So I did that on the side while teaching for a year. And when they asked me to come on to be more of a full-time role as a community manager, I was like, I'll try it for a year and see what happens. Like I can take a break from teaching. I was getting kind of burnt out teaching especially in the US. If anyone watching is a teacher, I commend you, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and back then with teaching. And so I was like, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to just see what it's like to work in a different industry that pays a little bit better, that I think may treat me a little bit better. And those questions definitely have more complex answers than just yes. But I haven't looked back pretty much since, and I've been in the game industry since then.
All right. Love
Yeah.
that. And what about with like your own studio?
Oh,
So Soft Not Week. Tell us a little bit about
yeah. Oh my
that.
gosh. Well, I cannot take the credit for starting Soft Knot Week. Alex, Morgan, and Chris, they were the three founders of the studio.
Mhm.
And Rejan came on second, and I came on, or I guess was the second sort of like addition to that group. And then
Mhm.
I came on as sort of like the third addition. They founded it over, I think, in 2019, as a result of wanting to create games that were joyful and that had like positive representation and not just simply traumatic representation of a huge like intersectional swath of identities, basically. And I saw that Alex was posting about the game, and I literally just DM'd Alex, and I didn't think Alex remembered me. And so I was like, hey, we did a panel like 2 years ago together. Don't know if you remember me, but if you need any help, like let me help you. I'd be happy to do it. And Alex came back and was basically like, what do you want to do on the game? What do you want to do on the game? You could do it. And I was like, what? So from there, I haven't really looked back, and I've been a part of the team since then. And what's been interesting is working at Soft Knot Week has afforded me the opportunity to take on a different role than I normally do, which normally is community, marketing, that kind of stuff. I've been doing production, which I think is really fun, but also it is very different from community in a lot of ways. And so it's been a really good learning experience. So yeah, and we've been working on the game since. We are still working on the game. We're hoping it comes out. Well, I can't say more, but we're hoping and aiming for this year. So keep in touch, wish list, all of that good stuff.
Yes, wishlist spirit
Mhm.
swap. And may I just say that your Alex impression was very on point of what do you want to do? Absolutely. Absolutely. I have personally worked with the Soft Knot Week team as well for Spirit Swap as their
Amazing community director.
I was their community
Amazing.
director for some time. And yeah, I 100% agree. It did start with Alex and the other two at first, and then Jenny came on after along with Rejan. They are an amazing bunch. Support the game. Just like how we were talking about the games earlier, and we told you guys to go follow and support and wish lists. Do that with this one too. You better do it. You gotta go do it immediately. Right now.
I've learned if Cell says anything, you got to do it. So yeah, you just have to. Cell says so.
It's true. Look at me. I'm the one that's sitting on the yellow chair right now. You got to do it.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
You got to listen to the person that's sitting in the yellow chair. I'm just saying. Okay, so next question is a common one, but what would you say are some of the biggest hurdles that you had to face while working in the games industry? It's a little, you can get a little deep if you want, or get very vague.
What are the biggest hurdles? I think there are a couple of like levels to take this. I think internally, I know that I tend to be sometimes my own biggest hurdle. Oftentimes I will just downplay a lot of what I feel like I can accomplish or I think I can do. And I either think about it so hard and plan it so hard that I don't even start, or I just don't even start planning it. And so I think this whole like imposter syndrome, not like just kind of taking the leap sometimes is really difficult. I know I do that a lot. I think genuinely the industry has a problem with creating not simply spaces for people to find success and to grow and like thrive, but there are spaces, but they're not well resourced. And I think that's still probably the biggest challenge, where it's like now we have like, oh, here's a woman in games thing. Here's like a diversity fund. Here's like all this stuff, so everyone can be in the industry. But when you dig deeper, a lot of those initiatives don't go past a lot of the surface level and don't support someone long-term or don't support teams long-term. Mm-hmm. And I think that's probably the biggest challenge right now that like still I face personally, we face as like teams, I've seen other teams face. It's like we have spaces now, but there's no depth to the spaces. And so we got to keep pushing and like getting the industry to dig a little bit deeper as a whole. So.
Yeah, I agree. That's true. And would you say that for yourself, or let's say like your team, like specifically, like are there like times that you've definitely like faced that, like we got like the baseline support, but like when it came to more than that, it just like did not go okay. These reactions are like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think, and that's what's tough. It's like, I think, I feel like as a team, like from the community, the sport has been outstanding, but it's hard because in the industry, when you're doing things like looking for additional funding to like further support and bring depth to a game that you're trying to create in a world you're trying to bring to life, oftentimes the industry doesn't see necessarily the commercial value in stuff that's untested, like a game like we're trying to make, or that's smaller. You know, there's usually studios that are publishers, funds, they are looking for bigger titles because there's bigger return there. And so the investment in a smaller studio, a smaller game is not going to seem as appealing. And so for Spirit Swap, that's been the constant challenge, is trying to not simply validate ourselves to validate but not simply trying to validate ourselves to like the community and really make sure we're showing up for our community, but also showing the industry that something like this is worth putting money into and worth spending time on. And we believe that, and we want other people to see that too. So that's still the biggest challenge. And I think I work a lot also as a part of the Wholesome Games team. And just from my like anecdotal talking with a lot of smaller dev teams, cozy game dev teams, wholesome game dev teams, that still is a lot of the struggle that I see personally. Is I think everyone see these, and on Twitter, a lot of the GIFs are successful. On, you know, social media, there's a lot of hype. But then when you get to the actual people who are controlling money to make sure things happen, there's this like thing that isn't connecting. And so that's still the biggest hurdle, is actual like resources, not just space.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah. Wow, you made a great point with stating, like, you know, people want things that'll sell well commercial wise, things that have a big title, something that hits essentially like everyone in the sense of who they think are the main player bases are, and not necessarily trying to hit those who feel like, oh yeah, if they had this in a game, then I'd play it, like more marginalized groups, like people of different backgrounds and stuff like that, which is something that I know a lot of Spirit Swap does have. It's very diverse. It's very like it's representing a lot of like marginalized like people and stuff as well, from both like, you know, like race, sexes, like
body
types.
Yeah.
Yes, like there's so much into it, and for some reason people are just afraid to invest in that. I don't know why. They're all hot. That's what people want at the end of the day.
I know. People just want to be thirsty for their games. But yeah, and I think, you know, we are seeing like shifts towards that. We are seeing more people support, but it's slow. And so I think what's frustrating is like as individuals, we see the thing that needs to happen, but like companies and businesses always move so slow compared to what we know as individuals need to happen. So that's currently the struggle. And I am personally like, what can I do to make it different?
Right. I understand that completely. But let's get out of the dumps. Let's talk about something good. Let's talk about some good stuff. And one of those being, what is one of your greatest achievements? Because you do a lot of things. You do a whole lot of games, from working with Spirits, like working with Soft Knot Week, being a part of Wholesome Games, doing influencer things, working with a bunch of other studios that I probably can't even keep track of because there's so many. But out of all of them, I'll give you two. What would you say are your top two. Biggest accomplishments?
This is a bit of a throwback, but I like work-wise, one of the games that I'm most proud of working on, like to this day, is this game called Garden Story. It's by Picogram. It was published by Rose City Games, and that game is like I spent most of the last like well, I guess now it's been a couple years, but I spent about 3 years working on that game. So it's been a good chunk of my time in the industry, and I absolutely adore Pico, the developer. They're just wonderful. Like, you can't ask for a better person. And the game itself is so wholesome without being like saccharine. It's about what it means to be a hero, to help those in your community, and to not like seek adventure elsewhere, but to find adventure like in your own backyard, essentially. And it's just a really good game. So if anyone ever needs something like fun to play that has sort of Zelda-y gameplay vibes, I would say Garden Story. Working on that game was amazing because I loved the game before even I got to work on it. I saw it on Twitter and was so hyped about it. And then when we got to when I heard we were publishing it, I was like, oh my God. And just being able to talk and interact with the community was amazing because we had the absolute best community for Garden Story. So I still go back into the Discord and like lurk and see what's up. And the second achievement, I would say, is a really recent one. It's not like numbers successful or anything, but I'm really proud. That book, your video game club, the monthly video game club, is called Geeks and Grounds. I have been thinking about it since like 2017. And I've been sitting on the idea for so long. And I'm just like, oh, but nobody would want to do a video game book club. Like, how nerdy is that? No one's going to do this. And this January, I was like, you know what? Screw. I don't know if we're allowed to cuss on this.
You can. I
can. Okay.
I already did.
Okay, good. I was like, fuck this. I'm just gonna go ahead and like do this. And if it's just me writing these discussion questions and like talking about this by myself, so be it. I will still have fun. And what's amazing is like we've got a really great group of people who've like signed up for the newsletter, and we're talking about the game together, and it's just so much fun. And so it's like a really good personal accomplishment that I'm very proud of.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Now I want to check it out. And
yeah.
I feel like because I feel like what I have a hard time with is staying on top of playing games. And I feel like being a part of like a group, I'd be like, all right, y'all, it's time to sit back, play the game, because I got to update the group how I progressed in the game. So
yeah, it's nice. And that was one of my goals this year is like, I play a lot of games, but personally, like, I don't think you should have to finish any game. Like, also, if you're like, I got what I got out of it, I'm good. Like, put the game aside, try something else. But I personally want to finish games for myself because I really enjoy finishing them. I just often don't because I just don't. So I really like it because it has allowed me to like finish games, but also be really intentional and have conversations and think about them a little more. And with my like nerdy teacher cap on, I think a lot about media literacy and how we consume so much, but we don't often digest what we have consumed. And so I'm trying to figure out like ways to do that for myself and help other people do that too. So yeah, I'm a nerd. It's funny. Sam, my partner, was like, you're lesson planning for fun, basically. It's like, yeah, I am.
You know, I don't think that's a bad thing. That's just how it is sometimes. I plan out my video game sessions because it helps me stay on track with my games. It's okay.
Exactly.
I love that. Thank you. So the next question is talking about who some of your biggest inspirations are. They don't have to be games related. They don't have to be games related at all. But just some people who like inspire you to do what you do.
Oh man. Is it weird to say that the first one's my mama? Like,
no, because I would say my mama. Latifah's
like,
based.
My mama's. I'm just like, truly, my mama is like one of my biggest inspirations. Definitely not in the games industry at all. She's like a really tough Korean lady. But I absolutely love her. And honestly, like everything I do, I think about her and how, you know, what she values and what she's taught me. So my mama's like the biggest one. As nerdy as that sounds. I would say, honestly, like I don't have one other specific person or specific people. I think a lot of the community managers that have come up sort of behind my like generation of community managers honestly are really inspiring me right now. Like you, Paige from Agro Crab, like the folks at Tuge Productions. There's just so many community folks who are doing really good things that I think have been extra inspiring for me because when you're in the industry for a decent amount of time, you start getting a little tired.
That community manager burnout.
Yeah, I think we're all tired to some level, right? But I think especially being in the industry and you deal with a lot, like I love the job, but I also know that I've dealt with a lot of shit and I've dealt, everyone who's in this role deals with a lot. And so there was a period, and that's why I actually took on production role with Soft Not Weak, is because there was a part of me a few years ago that was like, am I too tired for community? Like, I don't want to do this unless I truly love like what I am doing. And I don't want to do the community disservice by like not showing up. And if I'm too tired to show up, that's not good. And so I've been doing some production along with community just to see where my head's at. And I've learned while I'm okay at production, I'm decent at it. I definitely love community stuff. Like it is my heart right now, I realized. But also seeing like what you do, Sel, with your community work has just been super inspiring for me. So it's been really cool to see, the next generation of community managers like bringing that fire and inspiration and excitement for the role, and then like me basically like feeding off your energy.
Aw. Jenny doesn't see it. She doesn't see it, but I'm freaking out on camera, so everyone else can see it. I'm just like...
It's true though. It's so true.
Oh gosh, stop. You're gonna make me blush. I can't do that. No, not allowed. Ugh. Cries, so many tears.
I know. I'm like, when's the hype sell up part of this panel? That's really
whoa, no. Oh gosh, we'll leave that for the end of the stream.
Oh,
we'll leave that for later, not now, because I feel like people are gonna try to do that, and I feel like someone has definitely wrote something in our little confession box that is just like trying to praise me, and I said the only way I'm reading this is if you pay me.
Wow. Well,
you gotta pay me to read that. Well, I was bluffing, but now I don't know. I'm scared.
Just put out a number. We'll make it happen.
Well, you know what? I don't even know now. I think what we need to know is the next question that we have. Yeah, I think we need to go to the next question. Yes. Which is what are your top 3 tips that you would want to share for people that are trying to get into like maybe the community management or things along those lines? And this can be for anyone, people that are newbies, juniors, people who are like seniors who have been doing this for a while, but you still think could probably improve more. It can be anything.
Ooh. I guess I'll do, since we're doing top 3, I'll do one for newbies, one for juniors, one for seniors. For newbies, I would say understand that getting into the industry is about the relationships you build. 100%. Every single job, really, except for the first one where it was kind of this stroke of luck for me, every other job I've gotten has been because of a relationship. So know that as a new person in the industry, it will take time because you're building the relationships. Don't be impatient. Know that things change very quickly. People move around. Like you will never know one person that you've made friends with who ends up doing something that maybe is able to support you later. And obviously don't make friends just to like get a leg up on things, but know that the relationships you build, that is so important to like sustaining yourself in this industry, not simply for roles, but for your mental health. Like the community managers that I've like come up with in my sort of generation of community managers, we still all chat and vent to one another. And it's like, they are my cohort of people. You need that. So as a newbie in the industry, find your people. For juniors, I would say, don't doubt yourselves. You know more than you think you do. And trust in your gut, because if you are a junior and you've done this a little bit, you've known things for a while, and you just need to trust yourself. For seniors, I would say try to continue to like find that inspiration. And if you find yourself getting tired, identify what it is that's making you tired. Is it because you need a break? Is it because you need a new source of inspiration? Maybe you need to get out of games for a little bit, like not just like get out of the role, but like, do you need to maybe get a new hobby and find something else to change up your life? In doing this for 5+ ish years now, I've realized I can't play games all of the time. I have to have other hobbies. I have to have friends outside of games. And it's really important to like not be so in the industry that you lose sight of like all of life's perspective. Because at the end of the day, for everyone, I would say the advice is it's just games. It's really important and we all care about it so much. But at the end of the day, it's just video games, and it should not be like life or death for you. Yeah, keep it as video games. Don't make it everything in your life. So, yeah.
And then
it's like
you said you have another one for seniors, or was that the one for seniors?
I would say for seniors is get perspective. Like make sure you're not only embedding yourself in your work, because I know a lot of seniors who, and not a lot, but I know senior folks in the industry who literally have only done video games, only have video game friends, only like they are so embedded in it. It's like, what do you do when you're not in games? Who are you outside of your work? And I think that's a good advice for everyone, genuinely, but especially for folks who've done this for a long time, it's important to not make video games and your work your whole personality.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And it looks like we do have a question in the chat. Let me scroll up a little bit and make sure I don't miss any. All right, so one question coming from your big sister, which is, what more advice do you have for newbies trying to enter the industry, with a pleading face and then a heart emoji?
I would say the other thing, if you're trying to enter the industry, think through, well, if you have never done, especially if you're entering in community work and you want to do that specific aspect, try to identify like maybe roles that are similar that may give you some of that tangential experience. So if you're a mod in a channel, for example, a mod for a Discord, do you help maybe organize community for a specific fandom? Those are all really relevant experiences that you can do to build up your resume, and B, see if that's something you really want to do. Because I think it does take a specific type of energy and personality to be in community. It's not one specific type of energy or personality, but you do have to have you do have to love people to some extent. You have to appreciate what people bring to the table when they are passionate about a thing. And so having those bits of experience are really valuable. And if you're also trying to enter in, I would say to the game industry as a whole, participate in game jams, do very small projects, figure out what you actually like. Because you may think, hey, I love community, but you might be great at production. And you could learn that by doing something like a game jam or building a very small project with friends. You may think you're wanting to do coding, but maybe, I don't know, it turns out you love maybe art, and you want to do that instead and focus on that. So I would say do these small projects to also, from a game dev standpoint, see what you actually really enjoy when you have to do the thing. And then the last thing is, if you're making a resume, don't discount. Don't discount yourself. A lot of people are like, oh, I've never been in the games industry, I can't apply for this, community role. If you've worked customer service, if you've been an educator, if you've done any role that deals with a person ever, you probably have some transferable skills. So don't underplay what you do and what you know. So
yeah, wise words. Listen to them, y'all. It's actually very good. Very, very good advice. For the longest time, I also thought to myself, like, man, I've never worked in game dev before. I can't do this. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I'm like, actually, who cares? I'm going to just apply anyways. I'm like, listen, if people who have literally no skills whatsoever or absolutely no idea what the job role fully is are getting out here getting jobs, I can too. I'm just gonna try and just do my best. Honestly.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
Yep.
We have another question. Is how do you deal with the negative aspects of community for a person that isn't entirely people oriented?
That's a great question. So a little bit more about myself. I am definitely an introvert. I love people, but my bandwidth can be quite small. So in terms of just if you're not like an extrovert, don't think that community isn't for you. You can be a community person. You just have to understand where your boundaries are and then like how you can best foster the energy towards the community when it's needed and then take time for yourself when you need to. So that's one component of that question. The negative aspects of community is really broad because it can range from, oh, you have one person who just like doesn't quite understand the guidelines and you can send them like a message to sort of clarify and like redirect their energy, to, oh my gosh, our Discord just got raided and now we have to deal with like a huge thing. So there's a really wide range of negative things that could happen. But I would say the biggest element of sort of protecting your peace and staying sustainable within a role like community is understanding your boundaries and also having a really good group of people supporting the community person. So maybe you're the only community person, but at least you know your producer has got your back. So if something happens, you can go to your producer and say, hey, I need extra help. This is like a really overwhelming day for me. Or if you have like I don't know, teams are usually small. So usually it's one community manager, which is why I'm saying this. Knowing who you can go to in your sort of chain of command is really important, because if the community manager needs a break, they need to be able to go to someone. And I think that's the biggest thing. And that's like a studio culture kind of thing. So it's not simply something you can do. And yeah, the last thing is, again, just understanding what you need to do to recharge. Took me a little bit to figure out what that was. But for me, it's actually just going on walks and not being on my phone. I don't take my phone on walks anymore. And that for me helps me at least mentally take space from things that are negative with community stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully that answers it. It's a very, very big question.
It is a big question, but I think you handled that like very well.
Yeah.
And this will be our final question. What does self-care look like for you? I'm sure social media / communication burnout can happen. How do you handle that?
Definitely walks. I think walks are just good for everybody too. 15 minutes, it's like wild. You don't even have to walk far. Just once around the block, 15 minutes. It can change your life. I would also say having people in your life who are not in games, for me, has been the biggest thing. My partner is not in games. And every time I say all of the drama stuff that happens or the things I'm caught up in, he's able to say just like, but what if, and like kind of like push me into thinking like, oh, maybe this isn't as big, or maybe I can step away from it and the world is not going to end. So having people that aren't embedded in exactly what you're doing is really important. And I would say the last thing is what works for me is having tangible hobbies. And not digital hobbies. So like reading a book, that's a tangible thing for me that feels very good for my brain. I hop between a variety of other tangible hobbies. I love to scrapbook. I love to knit. I love to embroider and cross stitch. But something that I can do that physically allows me to create something helps my brain like rejuvenate itself kind of. So that's what I found works really well for me. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jenny. That's going to be the last question that we take from the chat. If you guys have any other questions, where can people find you and potentially ask those?
Yeah. So please feel free to hit me up and ask me questions. I generally don't go on that actually mini self-care moment. I generally don't go online on the weekends, but I will answer messages as soon as I can. People can find me on Twitter at Kimchica25. That's the only place I'm a Kimchica with a number. Everywhere else, I'm Kimchica. I'm on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, all of the places. So yeah, feel free to hit me up with questions if you all have any. I'm happy to answer them.
All right. Well, that is going to conclude our panel with Inside Looks with Kimchica. Thank you again so much, Jenny, for taking the time to come and talk this today. I appreciate it so much.
Of course.
You guys, you better make sure you go check out Kimchica, Jenny on all the platforms that we've already linked into the chat. Also, make sure that you check out Soft Knot Week and Wish List Spirit Swap. You better do it. And on top of that, if you haven't checked out Wholesome Games, which Jenny is also an organizer or part of, check out Wholesome Games if you're looking for some cool, awesome, great games. All right.
Yay.
That's all. We're going to throw off the BRB screen and then we're going to come back again. We're going to do a little bit of chatting before we get into our next panel with Juutan/Lisa. Bye, guys. We'll be back soon.
Bye. Thank you.
It's our designated break time. Because it literally says that in the schedule. We have a designated break time. Time for break. There's nothing else on the screen besides me and you, the chatters, sitting here chilling together. Let's do a little check-in. Let's do a little check-in. How are we all feeling? How are we doing? Is everyone hydrated? I am. I have my Twitch cup, not sponsored. I have snacks. I have my Reese's Take 5. I have my little pretzel sticks. I like these. These are good. You spot a poster? Yeah. There's a few of them back there. There's a few. Wait, what am I pointing to right now? Everyone's welcoming me back. Oh my god, thank you. I'm gonna cry. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna cry. You better hydrate. I saw Michaela in the chat. You better go hydrate. You better go hydrate. You better. Michaela is here and she will attack. Please go hydrate. Please. Zen! Oh my god, welcome. You love my sweatshirt. Thank you. It is a part of, it is merch from a game called Spirit Swap that I had the pleasure of working with. It's very cool. It's technically a crop top, but I have like a t-shirt underneath because I'm a little bit of a weenie. But it's very cute. Super cute. It's super cute. It's cropped, right? Right? That's so cute. I have a tank top underneath because it's chilly, but I wanted to wear it. So, gotta wear something underneath. But, yeah, my posters. What's back there? We have a Metal Sonic right there. And then that one is from The Great Ace Attorney. That one is by Koi Doodles. That one is a painted picture of the Animal Crossing Froggy chair that my partner made. Then that one is actually the OCs from a webcomic called Untitled, made by our lead mod Sim. And then over there, I'm a big fan of GDB art. Geneva is amazing and she has great art. Wait, actually, I have some more of her art. I literally just have like Geneva art just like laying all around. I love her stuff so much. Like, look at this. It's beautiful. Don't get me started. Don't even get me started. I can pull up so many GBD stuffs. Don't try me. I would have asked her to be on this stream too, but I punked out. I'm not gonna lie. You bought our art book? I also have one of her art books. I need. Yes. Y'all get it. But I am a little punked out. I won't lie. I be geeking. But yeah, right now it's just our break time. If you haven't gotten water, please do so. If you haven't gotten enough to stretch yet, please do so. I just went and did it. I went to the bathroom and everything and just, making sure I eat and stuff. Shout out to my partner who's making sure I have food the whole day. Even though she's taking a nap right now because she's tired. But yeah, it's just like, a cool check-in time. Yeah, drop your stretch routine. If it's something I can do on stream, I'll do it. If I can do it on stream, I will do it. I promise you. But yeah, we're just gonna... Oh, it's a whole link. Let me see. Let's see. What is this? Okay, I can do some of these. Hold on. I'm gonna take my headphone out. Let's see. And no one look at my butt. Don't do it. We're gonna stretch. It's time to stretch. We're gonna stretch. What is that? The arm? Yeah. Arms. This. See, this is why I have a tank top underneath too. Because y'all can't see what's going on up under here. Y'all can't see that. Stretch. What is that other one? I can't see it. What is that? Upper back? Am I just? I feel like this is like a meme pose. I feel like it's like a meme pose. You gotta come, you gotta stretch your core. Yeah. I don't, 30 seconds each. I'm definitely not doing that. I'm goofing around. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna stretch forward this way. Not the other way. You guys don't get that. This is not OnlyFans. We're on Twitch. So I'm gonna stretch this way. I don't trust you guys. Stretch my legs. Ugh. I don't have the best balance in the world. I'm gonna fall. Stretch this one. Okay. And then stretch the other one. Yeah, I'm not doing those for that long. I'm a baby. I'm a big old baby. Okay, that's no stretching. I'm tired now. No more stretching. We're done. We're done with that. I'd rather hydrate. Anyways, now's a great time to talk about one of the things that you actually see on the screen right now. Our partners, as you guys have probably witnessed scrolling across the screen. So we are partnered with a few people. As you guys can see right below me, right down there as they scroll by. But let me just talk about them a little bit. I'm gonna do that. So one of them is Wildstar Press. Wildstar Press is an indie comics publishing company that uplifts the voices of diverse creators. Wow, I can't talk today. I feel like I need to sit here and I gotta talk like Keith Lee, the TikTok man who does food reviews, in order for me to properly articulate myself. Maybe that does actually work. Oh my god. Do I need to become like the Keith Lee of BCM? I don't know. Thy voice. I don't know what kind of accent was trying to come out there with that, but hey. Anyways, yes, Wildstar Press is an indie comics publishing company that uplifts the voices of diverse creators. They're very cool. They actually have open submissions right now for their next entries. If you are in the BCM Discord, you can find it. And you are able to apply, I believe, up until April. So go check that out. We are also partnered with Veritable Joy Studios, aka the Validate community. We've been working with Validate since 2020. We were one of the, I wouldn't say main, but definitely one of the few smaller communities that specifically work with people of color to be able to have early access to the game. So love working with them. I'm very close with Danny. Excuse me. There's Code Coven. As you guys know, if you've been in the BCM community for some time, we've worked with Code Coven around 3 times now, where they have given the BCM community free seats to their intro to game making classes. So big shout out to Code Coven and all what they do. They work towards creating a better space for diverse people, from race to sexuality to gender and all that, to be able to get into games. They've worked with big places like Microsoft. They've worked with I believe Riot. I might be wrong saying Riot, but they definitely have worked with Unity, and they have amazing classes. They do amazing things for the games community, so check them out. And then finally, which is a new one, is Inkblot. And if you guys haven't heard about Inkblot, I'm actually going to, we have a little thing right there. Inkblot is amazing. I feel like you guys would like Inkblot a lot. We're going to be talking more about Inkblot later on, but it's a platform for creators by creators, created by Jay Brown. We're going to be talking even more about Inkblot later. I don't want to talk too much about it because I'd like to have the founder of Inkblot tell you guys even more than what I can. But yes, this is a great time going on there with Inkblot crew, and those are all the people that we have listed currently, but there are a lot of people that we've worked with in general. We only have these 4, but there's so much more coming, and I am forever grateful that we have all these amazing people that we get to work with, including the individual creators. We had our creator giveaways that we did. We did 3 in just the beginning, which is awesome, with Shib, Sunset Fork, and then Iconography. When we first started doing our creator giveaways, we worked with Diana S, TS, and we gave away some of their tutorials for how to make comics, color foundations, and a few. Yeah, it was those 2, but we've also done another one with like how to study in the past. Love working with Diana. They're amazing. Di is super, super cool. If you've never heard of their work, now is the time that you learn. Now is the time that you learn. I'm going to also drop one of their links into the chat as well. Very grateful that they have allowed us to work with them once again. Hold on, I'm pulling their link up because I forgot to make a command, but that's okay. Don't even sweat it, guys. Don't even sweat it. Messed up my copy. Don't worry about it. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Diana, also check out Diana's work. We did, like I said before, we did a giveaway with them. We did a giveaway for the second week with our graphic designer, Apple, where we did a commissioned chibi that someone could win for free. It was a raffle, and that was very fun. I believe it was Phoenix who won that one. Super cool, super cool. Yeah, I just love working with you guys all the time. It not only helps the community, it helps you. We get to build these relationships, like kind of like what Jenny was saying earlier, was that the connections that you make help better your career. It helps better the chances and things that you have getting into the industry, no matter what industry you're getting into, because you never know who has connections to what or with who, you know? So it's super good to build these relationships with each other, and overall it's just fun. It's just fun. We're just all having a good, happy little goofy time. It's great. It's so great. But yeah, I'm glad that we had a moment to just, like, you know, take this little break with each other. I see Liz in the chat. Hello, bestie. Hello. I could have swore, I feel like I was tripping, but I could have swore I also saw Rose, but I was busy, so I couldn't tell. But, hello. Hi. How are you? Hope you're doing good. All right. So in about 10 minutes or so, we're going to then soon talk to Juutan, aka Lisa. So, looking. I'm checking in on my mods. I gotta make sure my mods are good too. Mods, if you guys hear me, you can say it in the Twitch chat or you can say it in our Discord, but how are you guys doing? First of all, I need some hearts in the chat, please, immediately for my mods. They've been doing so much work and they've been helping out so much. If it weren't for them, I would be scrambling all the time, and I really appreciate them for being able to take the time to come on this 12-hour journey with me. So please put hearts in the chat for my mods. I love them so much. They've been doing so much work, and yeah, love the mods. Just all the love, all the time, always. Like, y'all are doing the thing to make sure I don't die. I'm gonna throw some hearts in there because I can. Thank you guys. Man, there's always so many things that I want to say, but time is so limited. Time is a construct that contains me in a way that I dislike, but it's okay. It is okay. All right, we're gonna, just so you guys can know that I'm actually eating. I promise I'm actually eating. I promise. But soon we're going to end this giveaway and soon start up our next one. I love giving people things so much. I don't know why. They're just fun. This is why I need to be filthy rich, you guys. I need to be filthy rich so I can just give everyone everything all the time, always. Do you still want to talk about the anthology? Yeah. Yes. Yes, I do. What are we eating? We're eating pretzels. Look. Pretz. Pretz, baby. And then eventually I'll eat this Reese's Take 5. I wanted to pull up a cat cam for you guys so bad, but like, he just doesn't sit still. He's not in his nap era right now. He's in his zoomies. He's zooming too much. I can't. Alright, y'all. We got about a couple minutes, then I'm gonna put up the BRB screen again with updated music, because I updated it. Got new music that's gonna play. Y'all are gonna like it. It's more jams by Sim. We're gonna put those up. And then I'm gonna grab Lisa and we're gonna do that thing in just a couple of minutes. But before we do that, Sim, where's your anthology? Which link should I give people for your anthology? What color is Leo? Well, I wanted to say let's find him, but I don't want to be rude to the time for Lisa. So after Lisa's panel, I will get my cat. I promise. I promise I will get my cat. Also, look at Sim's webcomic. You see that right here? I'm gonna copying and pasting it. This is a Black History Month anthology that Sim, the lead moderator, made. I need y'all all to go check that out as well. Immediately. Immediately. Go check it out. Gotta check it out. It's so good. Sim has worked with multiple different creators to make it. You gotta check it out. If you like my stuff, you're gonna like that. I guarantee it. Go check it out. Right now. Go do it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. I am about to call Lisa. So, I'm about to throw up that be right back screen one more time. And then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk about art this time. No more games. For now. No games. We're gonna talk straight up about that art, baby. Be back. See you guys in a few. should be live.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. We are now. Oh, and it's the babies. Hi.
All right.
It's super cuties. Oh my gosh, I am flustered now. We just got blessed. We got blessed. The stream just got 10 times better.
Yeah, they were super nervous to come on earlier.
Aww.
I'm like, it's okay, you don't gotta say anything.
Aw, I love that. I love that so much. Well, welcome everyone. It is time for our third panel of the day, Art with Juutan, aka Lisa, Art Mama.
Hi.
Lisa, thank you again so much for coming to talk with us. Would you mind giving a little intro of yourself for everyone who's watching?
Well, my name is Lisa. I go by Juutan or Juutan Art online. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. I'm trying on Instagram, but it's hard. I am a stay-at-home mom. Those are my two girls back there. And I try to make art that I feel I don't see. You know, I try to represent all groups, disabilities, shapes, sizes, colors, all of that. So that's kind of my thing.
Thank you so much. Listen, we have so many people in the chat that are like already so excited. People saying like they love the headphones. They're like, oh my god, the kids. Like people are super excited to have you here. So this is going to be a great one. So yeah, y'all, we're going to be talking to Lisa a little bit about her experiences as an illustrator, being a mom while being creative, and what it's like to be inclusive in art. So we're going to kick it off with a very basic question with, how long have you been doing art? How long have you been illustrating?
Well, I have been drawing since I was like 5, I want to say. The art was not good. I used to draw people like snowmen, and then like arms and legs like that. I started doing digital art once I got into 10th grade, so I was like 15. But yeah, I started drawing because I'm very, not antisocial, but I've always been very shy and very introverted. And I wanted like a world that I could escape to, just because everything around me was always so hectic. So that's mainly why I started to draw, just to escape into like a fantasy world kind of situation.
Okay. Yeah, and I agree with that. Like starting very young is usually where most people who, especially with like art, kind of start. Yeah. And even if you're like, yeah, it was bad, but like, hey, that's where I started from. Look at where I'm at now. So understand that completely. I completely understand that. But what was it for you that made you want to start doing it in general? Like what made you be like, you know what, I'm going to draw something one day?
I was very into cartoons as a kid. Like when people ask, "Oh, do you remember like Keenan and Kel?" and I'm like, "No." Like to be honest, I didn't watch all that or like literally anything live action. I did not want a part of when I was a kid, just because it's like I see people all the time. I want something that doesn't exist. I want things that are out there, you know. And that's what I really honed in on as a kid. I just started going wild with my imagination. I remember like creating superheroes. Like even one of them was in a wheelchair, but like her abilities were amazing, like the best of the group kind of thing. And I don't know, I just really enjoy when people think out of the box, you know. So that's what inspires me even now to keep making new things.
Yeah. And what would you say are some of the things you currently do now? Like you do commissions, you do zines. Like, give us a little bit of an insider of what current Lisa is like doing in the art field.
So right now, I just consider myself like a freelance illustrator because I do commissions. I have done merch. I've worked with Shein. I mean, I know people have mixed feelings on that, but for me, that was like huge. They reached out to me and said, "Oh, do you want to collab?" And I was like, "Oh my god." I didn't even realize people knew who I was, you know? I've worked for like Panda Global, so I've done merch for them, which again is like crazy to me. I know someone just reached out to me to draw the cover of a book that features a plus size lead, which is like really close to my heart to, you know, represent plus size characters specifically, just because not a lot of people do that.
That's
that kind
awesome.
of thing.
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
Like, wow.
Like even though it's like yes, like a lot of people do have like strong mixed feelings on Shein, it's still the fact that you got to work with like big brands, big labels, things like that.
Yeah.
Like that can push you so far in your career, and that's amazing. And congratulations on that as well. Still,
Thank you.
like that's awesome. That's so awesome. Wow, yes, like so you're out here, you're doing the thing, you're having
I'm
some great,
grinding.
you're grinding, you're having
I've
some
been trying.
yes, having some great successes. Like a lot of people are seeing the work that you do. The inclusion that you put into your work has been absolutely amazing. Like I see so many people like in the comments of like either like your TikTok, your Instagram, your Twitter, just being like,
Yeah.
that looks like me. Like that's actually me. And I now I wanted to ask you, like, what are some of those things in your art that you typically tend to put in that you feel aren't usually represented in media?
Yeah, so like for one, my gap, which I mean, you also have. For the longest time, I didn't see anyone drawing a gap when it came to characters, and very rarely you see them in cartoons. Um, and honestly, for like a good portion of my life, I hated my gap. I was made fun of for it. I was called SpongeBob, all kinds of things in school. Um, so one day I had decided to try out giving a character a gap. And I was like, you know what? Let's keep going with this. And the more I did it, the more I like started to spread out the teeth, because at first it started as like a line. And once I finally made it like the same as mine, I was like, you know what? It's not even that bad. And it helped me embrace my own gap. And then when I draw, because now I like include it in almost all of my characters now. When I post the pictures and the TikToks, I always get comments saying like, this made me feel better about myself. And people will tell me, I've been getting tons of DMs lately of just people saying, you know, thank you for talking about this. I feel seen. No one has ever done this before. And like I honestly just start crying when I get these messages, because it means so much to me. Like this is the kind of impact that I want as like an influencer, you know?
Yeah,
That's
and
definitely one of the things.
yes, and I agree with that. Like whenever I see the art, I'm just like, wow, like people drawing like actual gaps. Like yeah, like you put it out. Like I have
Hmm.
one too. I purposefully did not get braces because I was like, fuck, like you know, like the societal,
Yeah,
like fuck society and their beauty standards. It's
for
fine, but
real.
I'll still get insecure, and I'm like, okay, but like maybe it is like a little weird. I don't know, but then I'm like, nah, it's
Yeah,
fine. It's fine. And seeing it in art just makes me feel even better. It's amazing and
yeah,
people love it so much. And then
exactly.
like even with like the body types, you draw plus size bodies all the
Hmm.
time. And you actually again like you put out the Dream Big zine. Could you actually talk to me about that a little bit?
Oh yeah, we're currently working on the second one, which is going to release in July. Um, I gotta make a TikTok just kind of advertising, so I'm gonna have it open for everyone who wants to join, and I put it out there now. That way, people have enough time to work on it. Uh, my thing was when people draw plus size characters, usually it's the stereotypical like hourglass shape, and not all plus size people are shaped like that. Like people carry fat very differently. Some people carry it in the face, in the arms, the stomach, you know, then the hips. But I wanted to see more variation of that, mainly because I have never seen people draw my body type before. So when I draw, I try to really like show people that, hey, people look like me, people look like her, people look like him. Um, and having all these people come together and show off different shapes, like for me personally, it really did help accept myself, because when you spend your whole life like hating the way you look and being told that you are imperfect, that you are broken, that you need to be fixed, um, and that goes for a lot of people who have joined in also, and people who have looked at our art, because everyone's art was amazing for the zine. It just means so much, and it has such an impact. I've seen so many people like in Twitter arguments say representation doesn't matter, and I highly disagree. Like when you don't see yourself represented or positively represented, it does so much damage. So that's why I push myself and I try to push others also to start including different things in their art, because it really does make such a difference. And I think about my kids, I want them to have positive representation in regards to like their skin color, to their hair texture, to whatever body shape that they're going to end up with when they're older. And, all the other generations, even like older folks are like, when Encanto came out, everyone was in awe of like all the different body shapes, the hair textures that they put were amazing in that movie. It really does matter. And that's why I'm here right now. I'm a testament to this theory that people are constantly trying to say it doesn't matter. Why do we need to have like people were even upset over Wednesday with the race swapping, which they were already Latino, it's just I want to keep pushing that it's important. And it affects all of us, whether we realize it or not, So that's it.
Yeah, that was so impactful. Wow, I'm sorry. Like, there's like people in the chat that's being like, like they're like, I'm crying. They're just like, oh my god, that's so much. Like, me, I'm like, dang. Like, Lisa's spitting bars. Like, I feel emotional because you're right. Like, representation does matter. From like, like from your skin color to your hair texture to your body type to everything. Like, all of that impacts society so much, and it's so important to represent all of that, because again, especially like how you mentioned your kids and how they're going to grow and how they're going to be when they're older.
Exactly.
It's good to have their representation because they need to have those positive influences, and you're doing that. You're absolutely doing that. And I'm nothing but appreciative of the work that you do, and I'm sure everyone else who's watching, everyone who follows you on social media, like, we're all so appreciative. You were doing such amazing stuff, and it's just going to keep getting better. We will make sure that nothing but good continues to happen to Lisa. And I know that everybody in chat is going to agree with me. Nothing but good will happen to Lisa. Now, the next question is, can still be a little deep, but asking, what's one of the biggest hurdles that you've ever faced, like, creating art?
Well, one thing is being a mom. I love my kids. I love being a mom, but I would be lying if I said that I didn't make it hard to create as frequently as I would like to. There are times where, if you check my Twitter, it's like 20 days have gone by since like the last post. And I usually try to pop in real quick and retweet some other art or, commissions that someone else is holding. Mainly because, for one, they get sick a lot. And with them getting sick, I get sick. I'm actually sick right now. My throat was killing me. But I try my best to keep pushing out art despite that. Other than that, I try to avoid or ignore the mean comments that I've been getting recently. Because people are ignorant, they see things that they don't understand, or they just straight up don't care about, and they try to put you down for it. I recently had a TikTok that went crazy viral for some reason. It's like almost at 1 million views for some reason. Just talking about growing up as a hairy woman, because ever since I hit puberty, like, I got crazy facial hair and body hair. You can't really see it on the camera, but a lot of people related to that. And then I also got a lot of mean comments. And normally, or let's say a few years back, that probably would have stunted me and I would have taken a step back. But it's only fueled me now, because it's like, you ever wonder what your purpose in life is? And I always used to say, like, God, why me? Why was I born with all these things that society views as ugly, And when I see how much people have, resonated with what I've been putting out there, it's like, okay, this must be my purpose, So I try not to let the negative things stop me, because I know that there are people younger and older than me who really need to see these things.
Yeah, you're right. And it is hard. And you said it best. That people
Mhm.
are just ignorant. People are very ignorant.
Mhm.
And I feel like if people actually got better insights and better understandings of where other people come from,
Mhm.
then maybe, things would be a little better. But unfortunately, some folks don't always want things to get better. And you just
Yeah.
gotta push those people away. You know,
Yeah.
gotta let them
Exactly.
sink. Just gotta let them sink, and that's how it is. But you are such a strong individual in so many ways, like outside of just like creating, but like just like as a person, as a mom, and like in so many other aspects, as a wife. Like you've been
Thank
doing
you.
the thing, and I speak for everyone where we are so proud of how far you've come. You've done so many amazing things, and we just can't wait to see you keep going. Honestly.
Thank you. It's like there have even been people reporting my TikToks for like nudity, and it's like there's nothing crazy going on. I had my my TikTok live taken down because we were talking about Lizzo and how people treat her so terribly just for being like black and fat. And they took it down for like hate speech and inciting violence. And this kind of thing is like
Mm.
it's infuriating, but I still want to keep going because people don't want to hear this stuff. But there are many more people who do want to hear it. But so I just got to keep going. That's
Yeah.
how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's like at the end of the day, hate will not thrive. It's like put it
Mhm.
out there as much as you want. The positive vibes, the positive energy will always come through at the end of the day. And you're
Exactly.
absolutely right. So yeah, it's like let it out. It's like I don't know who hurt you, but I hope you heal. I hope you heal.
Mhm.
I hope you heal. Now let's
Mhm.
get into some positives. Let's get into some of the good stuff.
Okay.
Um, let's talk about some of your greatest achievements that you have. Like, even if it's just like one thing, what would you say is some great achievements that you're very proud of?
I'm really proud of the zine. Like, I know it's probably not as big as some of the other ones out there, but for me, every zine that I had looked at up to like last year, I never saw bigger characters. A lot of zines go by like fan art of anime, manga, all that stuff, and there's never any big characters. So I was like, you know what? Why don't we do it ourselves? Like, that's how I feel about a lot of things. If I don't see something, I'm like, wait, I'm an artist. I can do that. So, seeing so many artists come together and be like, yeah, I agree with you. And we put our heart and our soul into our illustrations, and it really does show. And I am so proud of everyone who joined in. And, like, again, if anyone here wants to participate, they can. Um, that's probably my most like I look back and I think about it and I'm like I'm just so happy that we made this happen. That's probably my biggest achievement, I would say.
Yes, I agree. I dropped a link also in the chat for you guys. If you guys want to go and check it out, it is in the chat. You can see it there. A lot of amazing people worked on it. Some of y'all are actually watching that help participate with the zine. So please check
Mm-hmm.
it out. Check it out if you haven't. All right. Besides like your greatest achievements, who would you say are some of your biggest inspirations? They don't necessarily have to be art related. It can be like anyone or anything that inspire you to continue to do what you do.
My inspirations are all over the place. I actually have a list on Twitter. It's like my favorite artists ever. Like every single person in there inspires me in some way, just visually. I'm inspired by a lot of music. Like Lizzo is one inspiration because she's still pushing even with all the hate that she gets, and she even talks about it in her music. So that hits hard. I'm also really inspired by like Animal Crossing, just the vibes from it, the comfy, cozy, but also really cute vibes. I try to incorporate that kind of feeling in my own art. Uh, and then I was talking about this yesterday on my stream, but like art style wise, I realized I was very inspired by My Life as a Teenage Robot. Not just with the art style, but even with like certain aesthetics. Like Brit and Tiff is kind of like my own characters, Canela and Mint. It's super weird when I realized it because it's like, oh my god, it's really similar. Um, But yeah, other than that, just like nature as a whole. Also, in fact, like you'll catch me taking pictures of the sunset all the time, just because it's like, oh, it invokes something within me that when I look back, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna draw right now. But yeah, I think that's, if anyone wanted to check out the list, I mean, feel free to.
Yes, I also dropped that list in the chat as well for you guys. It should be up there for y'all to see. But yeah, that's really cool. My life as a teenage robot. Like once, like discovering that, it's like it's so random. But also, you're like, dang, they really did that.
There's so many, yeah.
That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. Okay, well, that's actually like almost all of our questions. But now I would say for you, like, what would be some of your top 3 tips that you'd want to share for people who are getting into art, people who are probably already doing art, or people who are like maybe even professionals? Like, what are some things that you would want to tell them as a tip for going forward with their creative journeys? And if anyone has any questions, you can drop them.
Yeah, of course. For me, for many years when I was online, I had like barely any following. And I remember being very discouraged by it because I had so many ideas and watching everyone around me grow. And I think I was only like, 50-something followers on DeviantArt. And I think I only hit 100 on Tumblr. I realized, one, the platform really does matter. It wasn't until I started using Twitter a lot more that I started to gain like an actual following, which in turn does help like with commissions and financially speaking. 2, I see a lot of people focus on trying to find an art style that is like totally them, that you see that and you're like, oh, that's that artist. And I took a very long time to find my official art style. Even though I can be very versatile and I can do different art styles, I know a lot of people have been like, oh, I thought that was a picru, and I'm like, no, I drew that. But it took me a long time just by taking, I say I steal little bits and pieces of different art styles that I really like, and I combined it into my own thing. But definitely don't focus too much on that because it will actually start to stress you out really bad. Focus on like learning anatomy. And for anatomy, I'm not lying. Trace over real people. Like, I swear by this. I learned how to draw better anatomy by tracing over. Like, if you take pictures of yourself and then you trace over it, after a while your brain will be like, oh, that works that way. Of course you can always take classes to learn anatomy. There's like really good books out there. But I found personally that I started to realize how like facial features work by tracing over them for a while. And now when I look at someone, I can just do it, I don't know if that's like controversial. I've seen people fight over that. But I stand by it. It works. Okay. My Discord pinged me.
Yeah, that's like some pretty solid advice. Like, listen, when it comes to, again, listen to what Lisa said. Not over someone else's art, over real people.
Oh no!
Take
real
take
people.
Photo references. Find those stock images. Like, they help a lot. Like, if you've gone to like professional like classes, if you've been to any art studios, they'll literally have you do that, or they'll make you like watch a model and just like straight up draw them. Sometimes you need to do that, and that's okay.
Yeah, and references are totally fine too. Like, I've seen people say that you can't use references or you can't look at color palettes. And we were talking about this yesterday on my stream, and Chris in my chat was like, usually I tell people draw a horse from memory, and I tried doing it on stream and it came out to this like abomination,
He just
so it's
said that
really
too.
true.
That's so funny.
Like, absolutely you need references or things are going to come out horrendous. So don't let anyone bully you into saying, like, okay, I can't do that. You absolutely can. And it's like, especially being a mom, you need to use whatever you can to save time, because when you do not have a lot of free time, I usually draw and work on commissions when they go to sleep. So I only have a few hours to get what I need done before I need to go to sleep. So it's super important. Make your life easier any way that you can, but do not trace over other people's art. You will be found out. Like, I promise you. I've seen it happen like that.
Yeah, so true, so true. Very solid advice. And now we actually have a couple of questions in the chat before we let you go.
Okay.
So we have our first question is coming from Fat Tummy T, which is, what are some of your dream collabs or clients? Some people that you would love to work with.
For one, with them. Honestly. Let's be real. I was talking about this recently in my Discord, because I've had people fight me in my comments saying, like, why should I learn how to draw blank, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I always think, imagine if a celebrity DM'd you and said, like, I love your art style, I want you to work with me on an album cover, and you don't know how to draw like 4C hair. Can you imagine?
Mm-hmm.
Like, couldn't be me, you know? So, like, I would love to work with, like, Doja Cat or Lizzo, you know? Someone, like, beyond me, you know? Like, that's a dream collaboration there. Or even, like, man, I don't know. It's such a good question. Definitely, like, maybe even a clothing brand that is specifically, like, aimed at plus sizes, because the Shein collaboration, while it was really cool, I couldn't even get anything that I designed because they only went up to, like, a large, which is upsetting, but yeah. If anyone ever wanted to reach out, you know, I'm available.
Lisa said them DMs are open.
They are
up.
way open. Mm-hmm.
All right. And then our next question, coming from Ikda's Art, is, what's your dream project?
Okay, so I have comically sized feet, which I guess I got from my dad, but it was to a point where I recently went shopping for new shoes, and I was holding back tears in the store because they go up to like size 11 for women, and then that's it. And I searched the whole mall trying to find a store that would carry my size, and nobody did. So I ended up getting shoes from the men's side of the store. So my absolute dream project is creating a shoe brand that goes way up in like cute shoes, because all the cute shoes that I see, they stop at like a 10, and I'm like, oh, it hurts so bad. But that's like my ultimate dream job. Like, if I could make cute shoes, because not only that, you would think with like the increase of like trans representation, you know, the male to female trans folks have also agreed, like, I can't find cute shoes anywhere. And I'm like, we need to work on this already. Like, we need cute shoes that go up in size. So that's definitely my dream project.
That's so cool, actually. Everyone in chat, there's so many people in chat who are just like, yo, me too, like, I'm a size 11, I'm a size 13, and then someone's like, oh, don't be shy. Yeah. So they stop at a size 9, because that's true. And as someone who is like a pure size 10 myself, yeah, like the size 10s, where are they? Where are they? Because I can't even find them. Where they at, though? Because
I was a size 11 before having my kids, and then my feet went to like a size 13. I'm like, oh my god, every time I search online, it's such a struggle. I get so mad. So hopefully one day.
One day. But yes, I think that's an amazing dream project. I think that's cool. Like, having like cute custom like shoes that actually fit. Oh my god.
I would die.
I'm a shoe person too. Like, oh gosh. I would constantly be broke. That's all I'm saying. It's like,
oh yeah, no, absolutely.
But yes, I see so many people in the chat. They're supporting it. They're like, yes, I want that. I need that. So
Definitely.
hard agree. I think that's awesome. I don't know if we have any more questions at this moment, but is there any final things that you would like to say and or share with everyone who's watching?
When you make art, it's very easy to get caught up in like, oh, what will, the general public want to see? And I remember at first that's what I did. I did a lot of like Smash Bros themed fan art. And I kind of lost myself in that. I would look at my artwork and I would feel like that's not me. So it wasn't until I started to focus more on like original content. I mean, I used to do both. But people started to notice the original content because of like the features that I would include. I love drawing different kinds of teeth. Because it's really hard to find art with different teeth types, like everyone's always like the straight pearly whites and not everybody looks like that. When you start to create for yourself, it really does do something. Not only with yourself when you look at it, but when other people see. It's so hard to find art that really looks like you because not everyone looks like, the big boobs, tiny waist, big hips, anime girls that you see all over Twitter. It really does make a difference. You can make a difference whether you think so or not. Like for the longest time, I felt like, like I was not supposed to be here. I was a mistake, And it turns out that's not true. It's very hard to look at yourself in a positive light. And I'm still working on it, I gotta learn how to take compliments. But when you start to accept yourself for the way that you are, I'm just gonna say, like, you are loved. And if not by the people around you physically, I know there are people online who are willing to accept you the way you are. So I think it's important that everyone here realizes that. Try to take that in as hard as it can be and put that into your art. Like, I promise you, if you start to include the things that you hate about yourself in your art, you will start to come to terms with it. I wish I was joking, but like I've done that with several different things about myself. And now when I look at myself, I'm like, oh, okay. And other people too, when they see it, they're going to be like, oh my God, people think that that's attractive. I've had people say, they hate their hip dips or their cellulite. And when they see that I draw it, they're like, they start crying. And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realize I can influence other people in that way. So just be yourself. It's cheesy, but it's true.
Cheesy, but it's true. And there's like a lot of people just like feeling emotional in the chat. I can see them just being like, yes, more hip tips in art. Hard agree. But I think that's all the questions we have. I'm gonna stop before you make me cry. Oh my gosh. But yes, let's get one more shout out for Lisa in the chat really quickly. Thank you again so much for coming, spending time and talking with us about your creative journey and what you continue to plan to do in art. And yeah, that's all for now with Lisa's panel, you guys. I can't say thank you enough. There's so many people just yelling Lisa and throwing hearts in the chat right now.
Oh, thank you. I'm not even looking because I would get extra nervous.
But thank you so much again. We're gonna throw up the BRB screen in just a moment, and then we'll come back with some fun games. But bye for now, you guys, and we'll be right back.
Bye.
was finishing chewing. I didn't want anyone to see me chewing. So I covered my face momentarily with my crocheted chicken nugget. Alright. It's time for some games, y'all. We don't have another panel for like 3.5 hours. Wow! The next panel being with the... Hold on, the music might be too loud. Nugget Invasion! Yes! Alright, folks, it's time for Jackbox. It's time to finally play some Jackbox. We haven't played Community Jackbox in so long. But it's time to get into it. It's time to get into it. We're gonna play this for about like an hour or so. We're gonna play a little bit of Quiplash, a little bit of Trivia, Murder Party, some TKO. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. Now, this is open to everyone who is watching, so you are free to join in. Don't be nervous. Come play with me. I'm asking you to come play with... Actually, no, I'm telling you. I want a full party. I want a full party of people. And I know you like to have fun. I like to have fun. So you're going to have fun with me. It's going to be great. So, we're going to kick it off with Quiplash. I got to make sure I put the settings properly. So that part of me doesn't want the family-friendly filter. Is that wrong? Is it wrong that I don't want to put the family-friendly filter on? I just think that we know how to behave enough, right? So we don't gotta do all that. I just don't think it's necessary. Exactly, it's Jackbox. Like, I don't think we need it. We'll be fine. But we're not going to require Twitch. That'll be hard. Audience is always going to be on. Full screen off. We don't need that. Is there any other things? Some other things. There's a Twitch extension. Tell me about it, Sim. Tell me about it. What's going on? What is this Twitch extension? What's going on? An audience kit. Does it take a long time to set up? Do you think it's worth it? I'm scared. Because one thing about the audience, aka y'all, is that some way, somehow, you'll find a way to bully me. I don't like it bullied. I thought about having the stream. It says let your viewers play along in the audience without using another device. I like that. How do we do that? Is it just like the required Twitch? How do we do that? You gotta connect it in game itself. How do I do that? You know, Liz, I would appreciate it if you didn't bully me. How about we don't bully Cell? It's let's not bully Cell Day. Because Cell's hustling right now. Okay? No bullying. No. Mm-mm. Not allowed. No. Hold on. I'm getting more information. We will have to connect everyone to Twitch. Darn. Dang it. I don't want to have to make everyone do that. That sounds like a lot of work for you guys. Which is the last thing I want to do. I don't want to make you guys have to work super hard for it. But, audience play along. Okay. We're going to play the game. Hopefully it has it hit. Ooh. It's hidden. You can't see. Oh wait, I can use myself to cover it. So I'm gonna unhide it for me because I'm gonna be the first one to go in, because I gotta. So that way I can make sure it's a little controlled, I guess. All right, everyone, go on jackbox.tv. Do that. Go to this. Go there first, and then we can do this. See, look at that. I'm number 1. And I'm gonna hide it, and then I'm gonna move myself back into my little corner. Okay. And we're gonna leave this up. We're not starting the game until we got a full lobby. We need a full lobby of people. Get in there. It's Z-U-R-H. Zer. Get in. I want a full lobby of people. Yeah. We got, how many? We have 3 more slots. Keep it going. Keep going. More people. I know y'all out there. You're out there and you're just thinking to yourselves, I'm nervous. I don't know if I want to play. What if I'm not funny? Did I ask? We're playing games right now. Get in here. You gotta get in here. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous to be funny. Because I'm bad at being funny, but look at me. We got 2 more spots. Y'all can do it. You never played but always wanted to? Oh, I love that for you. This is gonna be fun then. I think you'll have a good time. I'm a funny lad. You figured something else out, Sim? Okay, cool. Where the folks at? We got 2 more spots. Y'all gonna make us wait until it hit 8 o'clock? No. We gotta go. Y'all gotta get in here. And I know y'all watching. I see so many of y'all. Yeah, yup. We need one more. You were able to update the code so folks can jump in the audience? How did you do that? That's cool. This is Jackbox 3. This, in my personal opinion, this is my favorite Jackbox. We just need one more, y'all. We can do it. We need like one more. Just one more person. Who wants to be the lucky number 8? I don't know if 8 is actually a lucky number. Let's go! Yeah! Okay. Now we can start. It's time to have fun. And y'all can still join in as the audience if you want. If I look to the left. Let's go. It's time to play. It's time to do it. It's time to be funny.
This is Quiplash. My name is Schmitty, and that's all the information I'm legally required to provide. Good group, good group. I just hope we're all friends after this. Remember, anyone who wants to join the audience can do so at any time by logging in with the room code. Here's round 1. You are about to see 2 prompts on your device. Type something hilarious or not for each one. Then everyone gets to decide if your answer is better than someone else's. Democracy at work. The more people who vote for your answer, the better your score. Let's go.
All right.
While the players enter their quips, audience members can try the audience play along on their devices.
Do it. Do the audience play along. I don't even know if mines are funny. I'm not gonna lie. I just kind of... I'm gonna eat my pretzel sticks silently now. Okay. Everybody finish some time. Let's
See what
go.
we're working with. The first prompt is the reason the aliens stopped abducting you.
Oh.
Okay, pick your favorite quip now.
Okay. I thought saying they couldn't handle me was funny.
Next in the hopper, another name for puberty is blank time. It's voting time.
They're both the same thing. They're both the same thing. Dang. Of course the Inks wins. I understand. That was a good answer.
Next in line, what the S stands for in Ulysses S. Grant.
Why? 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 Of course it was you, Liz. Oh my god. What the heck?
Next one, the name of a male strip show with really out of shape guys.
Oh! Pop-up and Zaddies After Dark. This is actually hard. I like both of them. Whoa! There wasn't even an audience to want to tie it. Oh my god. That was good. That was so good.
The sequel to Shakespeare in Love would be called Shakespeare in Blank. Okay, vote.
These are some wild answers. I'm still stuck on the Sussy Baka. Wow, the first Quiplash already? Dang.
Your next prompt is the worst thing to say during your Supreme Court Justice confirmation hearing. Vote away. bad word that can follow bacon.
Ew! Bacon feet? Bacon feet? That is nasty. Whoever wrote that, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Yeah, cause that's, no. Bacon feet, oh.
Next prompt. The wrong thing to say after farting in church. Put in your votes.
I may be a tutor, but I'm not a sinner. Oh gosh. Even though a lot of us felt like we didn't try, we did. Yes, let's go! The demons always win, baby.
That's all for round 1. Here's the scoreboard.
And that's when we're not trying. We're funnier than we give ourselves credit for. 4th? I'll take it. I'll take 4th place right now. I'll take that. For now.
It's round 2 time, and everything's worth double. Don't let those points go to waste.
It really wasn't funny. Oh no!
Audience members, instead of just waiting around while the players type, try the audience play along.
I don't know. That last one, I kind of gave up. I'm not gonna lie.
Almost out of time. Use the safety quit button if you have to.
Mitty's icon meowed. That was cute. Come on, y'all. Y'all can do it. Y'all can do it. Get him in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Liz, you didn't get yours in on time.
An odd sequel to James and the Giant Peach, James and the Giant Blank. Okay, pick your favorite and vote.
Oh no, Zen, you disconnected. So this is why I said no family-friendly filter. Because you get answers like this that aren't too out of pocket, but just enough out of pocket. Let's go! But the cheeks always win! Let's go! Listen, everybody got ass. That's all I'm saying.
What the inflatable arm flailing tube man did before working at car dealerships. Vote on your devices.
I just think motivational speaker would be very funny. I just think that one, in that context, is funny.
Next on the list, if the Pied Piper really wanted to impress us, he'd get Blank to follow him.
Go!
Now.
Oh, it was a safety quip. Aww. Pied Piper is like, it's like, isn't it like a fairy tale character, I guess?
Drag race in. Get to voting.
Oh, these are both good. Ooh. Not y'all putting a burger versus a hot dog. I don't know which one to pick. I'm not gonna lie. I just randomly picked one. Wow. Not you literally speaking it into existence, Liz. You manifested that one. You manifested that win. You did. You did.
And next is what you wish you could say to yourself as a high schooler. Vote on your devices.
Well, wait. No, it's funny because I was actually homeschooled, so I think that's funny. But Run is also funny. Oh, which? I'm just clicking one. I didn't know which one to pick. I wanted to say homeschool yourself, but I'm like, that one hit too close to home. I need something that hit too. Oh, homeschool besties, let's go. Baptism and Splash, the Great Water Parks. Oh God, we're funny. I'm sorry, we're funny. We're all really funny. It's a tie. I'll take that. I'll take a tie.
And next, the hardest part about being Justin Bieber's body.
Not Justin Bieber.
Put in your votes.
Oh gosh. These are good. These are really good. No, really, the fact that mouth didn't fit just made sense. Like, I felt like that could have been a whole rant, but it cut you off before you can continue.
Moving on. What lobsters think as they're being boiled?
Aww. Spicy water tea.
We've reached the end of round 2. Let's see what happened.
Okay, now I'm in third. I'll take it.
Round 3 has arrived. The last lash. You're all going to answer the same prompt, so pull out all the stops. Come up with an answer for this word lash task.
Come up with a fast food restaurant with this word in its name. Itch. Itch? Itch? That's not funny. I did the best I could. That's all I'm gonna say. I did the best I could. That was hard. I'm not gonna lie. It really had me sitting there thinking for a second. So I know that Zen disconnected. That's okay. Don't even worry about it.
All right, brace yourselves.
That was hard.
Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 medals: gold, silver, and bronze. Have at it.
Okay. McItch. Taste the burn, feel the itch. Oh god! Itch and scratch, prickly pear tea. Interesting. These are some good ones. These are some good ones. Itch and Kitchen. Oh, Lisa, that's good.
Okay,
That's a really good one. I would have. Oh, I like
Bring out the
that.
silver. And now the gold. Now let's turn those medals into points.
Green Inch and Chicken is all I could come up with. Yo, Basil, did you just like come up at the very end? I'm so. Did you just
You're
come
done.
up at the
Let's
end?
see the final scores.
Wow. That was a good those were good rounds. Those were some really good rounds. I like that. Student debt 100%. Yeah. That was good. I may not have won, but I do pull it up at the end. No, that was great. I love that. That was amazing. So let's get a. Let's see. Do we want to continue with Quiplash? Do you guys want to try something else? You guys want to try a different one? What do we want to do? We have some time before we hop into our next game. Because we can keep, we're gonna keep going until it's time. I'll go where the wind blows. Down for more? Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go back. And yes, I know. I know. And we're going to redo it again, so that way if anyone else wants to try to hop in, they can. I'm putting myself here again, so that way I can be the first one in. Okay. Cool. Cool. I gotta move myself back over. Hold on. Alright, we're gonna do it one more time, and then we're gonna do Murder Trivia Party. Or Trivia Murder Party? However you spell it. We're gonna do that next. But let's go! We're gonna do another round of this. If you want to get in, now's the time, since it's the last one we're doing for this one. That's the last one we're doing of Quiplash. We might come back to it later, but it's not gonna be for a while. So if you really want to play, now's the time. Don't get nervous. I'm sure you're funnier than you think. I don't think I'm that funny, but here I am being a jester for all of you. We got 3 more spots. Let's get them filled up. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I'm expecting a lot more chaos. Like, so much more chaos. That's okay, Zen. You're having internet issues. Don't even worry about it. You get a pass. I won't stare at you, but I'll stare at everybody else. It's time to play. Get in here. Let's go. Come on. We got games to play. Come on. Please. Thanks. Cold call the audience? Oh my god. If I do that, they'll leave. I don't want you guys to leave. It's okay. We can't get that many in like the next. We got like 30 seconds. I'm gonna just do 30 seconds. Actually, I'm gonna put up a timer right now, because I'll forget that I said 30 seconds. 30 seconds is going down right now. I used all my brain cells. Oh my god. 30 seconds is going down, and then afterwards, then we're gonna start it. I'm eating my pretzel sticks though. Why it's taking me so long to eat my snacks? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna start.
Welcome to
Bye.
Quiplash.
Good luck taking
I'm
care of your
host,
things.
Smitty,
Thanks for
and
hanging
I've been
out.
told that I'm no longer allowed to accept tips. Guys, don't feel like you have to be extra funny to impress me. My expectations are already very low. This is round 1. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go!
All right.
Audience members, while players are typing in their answers, try the audience play along.
I think I got some good ones. I think. Don't hold it against me if I actually don't have good ones. But I think I do.
Hurry, hit the safety quit button if you can't think of something. Cool, let's see what's what. Starting us off, what unicorn flatulence smells
Oh god.
like. Okay, select your favorite quip.
Don't ask me why I thought of that. Don't ask me why. It's just the first thing that came to my mind. Don't ask why. I've been up for too many hours. Okay? Too many. Too many hours.
And vote.
On principle, I had to choose the other. Okay.
Next up, something found in the seat cracks of nearly every cab. Okay, vote.
I just love how obscure the first one is, personally. Because what does that entail? What do you mean by that? Both are technically a snack. But, like, the other one is just so vague.
And next, the worst thing to hear during a massage. Ready, set, vote.
like a tie. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Next on the list, tip, take your large movie theater beverage cup home and use it for play.
Oh,
Time to vote.
Why amiibos? I'm so confused at amiibos? Is there something that I don't know?
And next is a terrible name for a dictator. Put away.
Yo, who did that second one? Liz! Oh my god.
Round one's over. Let's check the scoreboard.
Dang. Sim, we're not funny this round. We were not funny.
It's now time for round two. Everything is worth double, twice as much. Folks in the audience can try the audience play along while we wait for our players to finish.
I don't think mines were funny, but I did it anyways. I don't think they're that funny or funny at all.
Okay, I hope you all made me proud. Our first prompt is what the California raisins do for work now. Okay, vote for your
What's at the
favorite.
Wonka Factory? Wait, that one's funny. Why didn't I think of that? Oompa Loompas. That's a good one. That's good. I like that. I just straight up said they died.
Next, the weirdest label you could have on a moving box. Vote now.
The California Raisins are this fictional jazz band that were literally just raisins. It was very weird. They were 3D. Yeah, if you Google it, you'll easily just be like, who thought of this and why?
Next one, an ingredient you definitely shouldn't find in a bottle of water.
Bottle of water? Both are bad. I'm gonna go with that one. Both of these are bad. Y'all! I feel like ranch to a certain extent is significantly worse. But, oh god.
Moving on, Santa's phasing out reindeer, and next year his sleigh will be pulled by blank. Okay, vote.
did you do the second one? Who did that? Who did that? Basil! That deserves a tie! Oh my god!
Moving on. A perplexing band would be Crosby, Stills, Nash, Young, and blank. Ready, set, vote.
Oh my gosh, y'all are gonna make me cry. Stop. I'm wearing eyeliner. Cut it out. Oh jeez. I just think putting Cardi B in anything that's not her genre is freaking hilarious.
Up next, a family heirloom you probably shouldn't pass down to your children.
Oh!
Put in your votes.
Pudding? I'm trying to understand the pudding here. I'm trying to understand why pudding's there. Did someone use a safety quip? You didn't? Why freshly made pudding? I'm confusion on that one. I'm not gonna lie, Liz. You kind of got me a little confused. I'm a little confuzzled. Cause why?
That's all for round 2. Light up that scoreboard.
Imagine trying to hold... Okay.
This is round 3, the last lash. Everyone's taking aim at the same prompt this time. Write a quip using these word lash rules.
I don't know if it's funny, but you know what? Different room, different circumstances. For pudding, okay. I like how Liz's little icon just winked. Did a little wink with a little like sparkle sound effect that was added to it. That was cute. I like that. Sam would have died at that. I believe it. Get it in, get it in. Go, go, go. Wow, at the very last second.
Let's see the responses. Hand out those medals now.
You'll never be good, Duck. You're just like your father. Oh, these are good. Oh. These were good. These were good ones. I liked these a lot. You'll never be good, Duck. You're just like your father. I love that.
Great, let's see where those medals ended up. Bronze. Here's the silver.
Ooh, ooh.
And finally gold. Now we transfer
Wow.
the points.
These were all so close. What the heck? What the heck? Wow. Liz, did you just pull up?
Let's see the final scores.
You got 4. You surpassed me, which I think is good enough here. That was good, you guys. That was GG's. That was a good one. That was also a really good one. I liked that. I liked that. That was amazing. I love that. I love that a lot. All right, now we're going to get into Trivia Murder Party. Time for trivia that no one knows the answers to. I surely don't know the answers to most of these. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna do that. A little bit of trivia. But that was a good game. Y'all did that. I love that. Jackbox, I'm gonna need you to move a little faster. A little faster. Alright, we're gonna do Trivia Murder Party. I feel like it's only right if I make my thing red now. Because it's murder. It's like a murder scene. You know? Let me check my settings. Make sure it has audience. We're not gonna skip tutorials. The worst answers. Yeah. No writing or drawing mode. We're gonna take all, well, no, we're not actually. We're artists in here. It's dark now. Not drawing mode? Okay, fine. I'll take off the drawing mode. No drawing. Do you want me to keep the drawing mode? You want me to keep it? Keep it or take it? I mean, the only one who's saying something right now is Sim. So Sim, you want it? Yes, no. Say yes or yes if you want it, no if you don't want it. Everyone is willing to do what you'd like. That's not a yes or a no! Turning it off. They started. Okay. Ugh. Okay. All right. Get in there. Let's go. It's time for trivia, you guys. It's time for the trivias. We love trivias. Oh, y'all coming in fast now. Yeah. Let's do it. One more. Let's go.
Come on, wake up. Wake up. Welcome to Trivia Night, my way of testing society's refuse to make sure only the worthy survive. But don't worry, it's still a pretty chill night, you know? I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini games. If you do badly in the minigame, I'll kill you. But don't worry, Ghost can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. There's still time to take your seat as an audience member. Sit back, relax, and maybe die. All this making sense? Any questions? I don't really care. Let's go. Okay, first question. I hate Christmas. Why can't we push people down when we shop all year long? What's the name of the hot toy no parent can get in the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Jingle All the Way?
Ooh.
Use your device to answer the question.
I don't know, but I'm a guess. This is my guess.
Time's running out.
You gotta pick one.
And the correct answer is... Who got it right?
Whew. Okay.
The rest of you, I want to show you something.
Ooh.
Welcome to the killing floor. Let's see who's a wordsmith. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. I especially love adverbs, but that's just me. I'm going to hurt the person with the shortest word. We've pretty much started, so don't dawdle. By the way, the letters don't have to be touchy, and don't forget to press submit when you're done.
It's so eerie. It's so eerie. But I like that though. I like that it's eerie. Only in this game though. I'm a punk. Typically I'm a punk. I don't do well with horror. The heartbeat is so stressful.
You're almost out of time. Let's see what you came up
Who's the
with.
other person? Oh, I feel like someone
This is gonna
disconnected.
hurt. So, I just killed you and you're totally a ghost now. But don't go into the light just yet. Ghosts can still win. I mean, I was a ghost for a while, but I got better. Here's how everyone's doing so far. Higher scores are better than lower scores, FYI. Let's try this again. A filet mignon and a strip steak are part of what bigger steak?
I don't know. That's my guess. I'm just guessing.
Who picked this one?
Dang it!
The rest
All
you
of
who are
us?
still alive, I have a surprise for you. Welcome back to the killing floor. Let's play the finger cutting game. It's easy and fun. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. I'm sure you'll
You
do
had it
great.
with me, Liz? I don't even...
All right, let's lose a finger.
And I have to lose a finger now. Liz, that's cheating. You're not supposed to Google.
Is it weird that I just love fingers? I guess.
Oh,
anyone
you
would say the
Googled
same
that
thing.
Gukaku. Oh, wait, that's right. You were talking about the food while we were there. Okay, never mind.
Here's the scoreboard.
You're right,
again.
you're right.
I feel like you're getting the basic pattern of the game now.
I do remember this
This.
now. This is all the way back in January. It's
What
almost
country was
March.
the
I
first to
can't
give
remember
women the
January.
right to vote in 1893.
First to give women the rights to vote. Definitely wasn't the United States. I think. Right? No. Well. The other answer that I thought it could be, I don't have my thingy anymore. I don't even know if that one is right.
Who said this? Let's play a game. Oh boy, everyone loves math. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out.
Math? You want me to do math? Oh my
dies.
god. Okay.
Time to get your math on. Stop counting with your fingers. It's sad.
Shit. Fuck. No. Unfreeze me.
Get a few
I
more
fat
questions,
fingered.
you egghead.
What did I get?
This is going to hurt me more than it hurts you.
Oh my gosh. Did I answer that many? Did I do 18?
You failed at math, so now you're subtracted.
You know what? Mine stopped automatically. Lord. I literally failed
Alright, next
statistics.
What Shakespeare character said, "Parting is such sweet sorrow"?
Oh god. I don't know. This is, I don't know. I don't know things. This is hard, y'all.
Time's running out.
I don't like this. I take it back, I don't like
And
trivia.
the correct answer is this one. Let's go someplace
That was a
fun.
guess. I just guessed.
Let's test your memory. Memorize the pattern.
Oh. Good luck.
Alright, let's put these away. Sorry to do this in the middle of a mini-game, but I need to do my relaxation exercises. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Ah, yes, that's good. That helps center me. From left to right, what was the order of the colors? If
Oh.
you do the worst, you'll die of embarrassment. And also actually die. I should have led with that one.
Ooh! Okay, Chibi
Remember
Roo.
this? How did you do?
That was fast.
You
Wow.
forgot what was at stake.
That was so fast. I'm impressed, I'm not gonna lie.
I've got more questions for you. What is the highest mountain in the Alps?
The highest. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the first one
Time's running out.
because Blanc is like the same name of the dude from Knives Out, and Knives Out is one of my favorite movies.
This.
Yes!
I have a surprise.
Yay
for
to my
you.
favorite movie.
Oh, fun! A big pile of moolah. Here's how this is going to work. If no one takes the money, no one dies. But if you do take the money, I'll kill
Oh.
everyone who didn't. There's one catch. If you all take the money, then you all die. Feel free to shout demands at each other now.
Prisoner's Dilemma.
Let's see where the chips and heads fall. What? Nobody took the
Ooh,
money.
okay,
I
y'all.
wanted to use my new axe on someone.
Okay. I love that trust that we had in here. There was a little bit of hesitance for a second, but I love that we trusted each other in the end. I love that.
Question. What country does Hadrian's Wall slice through the heart of?
What? This feels like it makes sense. Something about that wall sounds very colonizer to me. I don't know. I don't know. Somebody feels a little colonizer. I don't know.
And the correct answer is this one.
And I was right. And I would be right for that.
You're in for a treat. Ugh, look at this mess. I'm going to need everyone's help.
Ooh.
I spilled blood all over my favorite piece of art. Memorize the pattern of blood. Alright, that's enough time. Okay, we have a little time, so let me give you my puppy chow recipe. In a saucepan, melt the chocolate. Add peanut butter and mix until smooth. Remove from heat, add cereal, and stir until coated. Pour powdered sugar and cereal into large plastic bag and shake until well coated. Serve and enjoy. Anyway, reproduce the pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red.
I definitely
then
don't
press submit when
remember.
you're done. If anyone does better than you, I will be testy.
Ooh, I was not paying attention that much, I'm not gonna lie.
Stop admiring your work and turn it in already. Here's that art again. Now it's time to show your work.
Okay.
Surely somebody beat that, right? Let's see. Well,
An 88.
that's disappointing.
Wow! How are you surviving these? That's what's killing me, is the
Here's
fact that you're
another one.
surviving these. That's amazing.
What is Mr. Snuffleupagus' first name?
From Sesame Street? I don't know. I'm guessing. I really don't know. Like, I have nothing to base it off of either. Like, I think Snuffy, like, this is like Snuffy.
Time's running out.
Then you know this? Lord.
Who picked this one? Prepare for your punishment.
Yeah, it was the fourth option.
I want to play a dice game. I'll go first. 11.
11?
Now I need an assistant. How about you? In order to live, should they roll higher or lower? The choice is yours.
Oh, gosh. I don't remember if this was a person who disconnected or not. Oh, no. Oh, I hate this. I'm so anxious.
Hurry up already.
I feel like this is the person who accidentally disconnected. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Fine, I'll choose for you. You're no fun.
Higher?
Here you die. I was so hoping.
Yo,
that would
how
happen.
does Shitty keep living? How? No. Okay. Are you hacking my systems? Are you hacking my systems right now? Because how did you do that?
You should check out this Deadpool character. The things that come out of
Oh
his
my
mouth.
goodness.
He is not your typical superhero.
I've never seen that happen
Let's try
before.
another one. let's mix things up a little bit with a picture question.
Using a lifetime of luck
check
on
out this old cute pic of me as a kid. I remember that day well.
Okay.
We went to the mall, an abandoned one of course. There were all these wild animals just roaming about. Yeah, that otter was adorable. He bit me right after that pic. Gave me rabies. You know, I never did get around to getting that cured. Well, I hope you don't have a brain-melting disease because I want to know. What number was above the rope?
Wow. I'm so upset. Why did I have to die on the last one? No! I actually know this one! It was the one thing that I, like, kept in my brain, too. Oh my goodness.
Who said this? Prepare for your punishment. We're going to play chalices. I've given all the safe players a bit of poison to use. Pick a chalice to put your poison in. Oh no, it's fine. I can wait. It's not like I have a million things to do today. Come on.
Yeah, unfortunately we have to disconnect, so it'll be a longer wait.
Some of you didn't use your poison pellet, so I'll have to add a few of my own. You know, these poison pellets aren't cheap, so if you don't use them, it's like really wasteful. And it's your turn now. Pick a chalice to drink from.
Oh boy.
This is my favorite part. Tasty. Now let's see what everyone drank.
Oh no!
You got poisoned, just like that Shakespeare play.
Whoever poisoned Seven, we're fighting. Just openly admitted in chat. What? It's just the openly admitting it.
Since I'm a sociopath, I have to ask you a question about classical composers. It's kind of my duty. Which of the following composers was not part of the Baroque period?
I don't know. I feel like I should know, but I don't. Liz, that's so funny. Like, you straight up just told Zen, yeah, I killed you. That was me. Teehee. I like how my room just is progressively getting darker and darker, and it's just getting redder.
This. Let's go someplace fun.
Now, Chibi Ryu, you in there again? You're in there again.
It's time for some senseless.
Car, you're in there again too.
You can attack someone else. You could defend yourself. Or you could grab some money.
Was it y'all two last time too?
Still punish someone. Make your choices, but remember, cheaters never win.
Attack, defend, or grab the money. Oh my, it was y'all two last time too.
Real paranoid move to defend yourself even though no one attacked you. Your cowardice must be punished.
So you both just died? So now everyone's dead. Now what?
Somebody alive for the final
now
round.
What? We're all dead.
I don't want to
Zen comes back to life?
About not bringing everyone back to life, okay? Anyway, back to business.
What?
Glad to see you've made it here alive. But can you escape with your body? I'm going to give you a category. Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit.
Welcome to the stream. There's no such thing as late. We're only about halfway through.
Anytime today, kiddo. Let's see the right answers. You move forward 1 space for every correct answer. Aww, you have to get answers right to get closer to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a
Then
ghost
please
catches
don't
up
tell
to you,
me
then they will
it
steal your body.
it
Then they can
froze
escape from
again.
the
No.
game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you.
This is so messed up for Zen. That's not even right. They could have won.
Time is almost up.
Oh, you're in. Let's go. Nice.
You got a ghost breathing down your neck. Spooky. Cars made by Kia.
Ooh. I know for a fact it's this one, and I think this one. I know for a fact one of them. For a fact. Because my friend has that car. And I don't know a darn thing about cars, but I know that one.
Decisions.
Let's go! I did that! Hey.
Are you afraid of the dark? You should be. Parts of the brain.
I don't know. I'm just gonna... I don't know.
Time is almost up.
Well, I didn't know. Oh no! Oh, I don't want to be here. Wait, do I want to be here actually? I don't know.
Masters Tournament winners.
Masters Tournament of what? Tournament winners of what? I don't know. Tournament winners of what? What are we winning? What are we the masters of? Masters in chess? Wait, no, that's not that. That's I forget what they're called.
Anytime today, kiddo.
Oh, it's golf? Man, I don't know. Well,
Another life swap. Triple Crown winners.
Triple Crown winners. I really don't know. Oh.
So much blood. The shadows are coming. Transformers.
No! Someone's about to take it from me again. I know that for sure. Or I feel like it. I'm really not trying to fight for first, I promise. See, look at that. I already messed up.
So many kills. Chewing gum brands.
Oh, they don't have a gum. They have like they don't have gum, right? This other one, I don't even know. What? I don't even know that one.
I have to punish my writers. Another life swap.
Basil coming in at the last second, ain't no way.
Played at the original Woodstock.
I don't know. This might be where I die, maybe. I really don't know. Yeah, this might be where I die. Zen?
Original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
Ooh. This is hard. This is actually hard. Well. Wait, who was that at the very last second? Wow. That was so intense at the end. That was real intense at the end. I liked that. That was good. That was real good. Yo. That was good. I'm like in shock right now. I love that. That was a fun one, wasn't it? That was fun. I'm glad we liked that one. That was good. Okay. Now, that's enough Jackbox. We're now going to start getting into some visual novels. It's a Shen. I keep saying Zen. I don't know why. I don't know why. Thank you for correcting me. We're going to get into some visual novels now. So we're going to pull up some... We're going to put up the BRB screen so I can get it up, get it running. And I'll only be gone for like 2 minutes. But while I'm gone, Sim, my darling, let us end the Kofi Gold, and we're going to start up our next giveaway. The game we're going to start playing is Bell Automata. So next we're going to be doing the Midi Mayo giveaway. So we'll be right back. I'll see you guys in a minute. And yeah, it's time for visual novels, y'all. All right, see you guys in a second. Bye. Bye.